The world's first capture dock specifically designed for handheld devices is finally here, and we've got two of them in our hands today. Hello and welcome back to Gears and Tech. I'm actually really excited to review this product that we have here. We just got this in and we are giving you guys a first look at the AverMedia GC515 capture dock. Now, it's kind of a unique perspective on a capture device, so we will cover a lot of the details and the use cases, but this one is made specifically for handheld devices, which you can see I've got my Switch along for the ride in this video because yes, it does work for the Switch. It also supports a ton of other handheld devices, and we will cover it all in this video. So first off, this may be the first time that you're being exposed to the AverMedia X'TRA Go product line, because this is a brand new product line directly from AverMedia themselves. Premium Go Series is a brand new product line featuring 3 versatile products, each offering different levels of functionality. Leading the series is the X'TRA Go GC515, and that's what we've got here today. The world's first capture dock designed specifically for handheld device gameplay. It seamlessly works with various handheld devices, allowing users to record gameplay up to 4K 30 or 1080p 120 frames per second with just one click and without needing a PC, a laptop, or any kind of recording device. Yes, this records direct to media on the dock for easy sharing on your social medias. Now, before we get into tons of details about this thing, we should really just pull one out and check it out. But before we do that, I want to clear one thing up, and that is, you can see we have 2 of these here. Anytime Gears and Tech has 2 of something in a video, you know something special is going to happen. Yes, that's right. We are giving away one of these 2 devices. This is a hot new product that is very hard to get your hands on, and we've got 2, and you could be winning 1. How do you win? We just look for a recent comment from someone on our YouTube channel, and we just pick them at random. We check if they've subscribed to the channel, and if you're a subscriber and you've commented on any video anywhere in the platform when we're doing the giveaway, boom, you win. We announce it in that next video, and then you reach out to us and let us know, hey, you called my name. I'm ready to get my product picked up. So if you're not subscribed, now would be a great time to do that. Gamso. Are you paying too much for Netflix, Spotify, Disney+, Crunchyroll, Duolingo, Canva, or Adobe? Gamso has you covered with premium shared subscriptions for a fraction of the price directly from the distributor. Yes, Gamso is the shared premium experience that you've been looking for that saves a ton of money. I personally use Gamso for my Netflix, my Spotify, my Disney+, and my Crunchyroll subscriptions, and I have saved tons of money by switching to Gamso. Switching to Gamso is as easy as clicking the link in the description or up in the title card, which will take you to the main Gamso website. Select the services that you're looking for and buy them. But to show you how easy it is, we're gonna take 30 seconds and we're gonna sign up for Netflix. So we've clicked the affiliate link and I'm gonna click purchase now on Netflix. Now we have an option to buy 3 months or 6 months. I'm gonna buy a 6-month membership. I'm gonna say activate auto renewal because you don't wanna miss out anyway. Now in my case, I only need 1 profile. That means that I get 1 of the 5 included shared profiles with my Netflix account, and I can install it on 1 device in my home. Do you have multiple devices in your home? You might want to switch to the 5 profiles option, which also unlocks multiple devices so that you can use all of your profiles across multiple devices. But in my case, 1 profile is plenty. Now, this is the most important step. It's gonna say, do you have a promo code? Yes, I do. And the promo code is GEARS. We're gonna apply our promo code and it's gonna say, this is a valid promo code. We're gonna click to go to payment, and then we're gonna enter in all of our details. This is a one-time payment of just $21.26. That is crazy cheap for premium Netflix on 1 device with 1 profile. I'm going to pay now. I'm gonna enter my credit card information, and that's it. Once you've paid, you get immediate access to Netflix, and it's as simple as logging into your Gamso account, getting the username and passkey, and then going to legit Netflix. Now it's gonna immediately say, well, who is this? Now I am account number 3, Gears and Tech, and it's gonna ask for my PIN code because I locked this down. Once I have my PIN code in, now instantly I am in the full premium Netflix experience. This gives me HD Netflix, I can download it, and it's that simple. And it works the same on all your other favorite streaming platforms. This is truly an amazing deal. You don't want to miss it. Click the link down below to grab your deal. Let's get into an unboxing. Now for me, I want to review the white one, and I think the black one we're gonna give away. If you're like, giveaway? And your ears kind of perked up and you don't know anything about this giveaway, that's because you probably just skipped past the whole explanation I gave about the giveaway. So go back and watch that because you don't want to miss it. Now, first off, packaging. This is a retail ready packaging. So it's full color, it looks good when it's sitting on a shelf. You know, if it was sitting over here, you'd be like, oh, hey, what's that AverMedia X'TRA Go? What is that thing, right? So it looks good. It has all the details on the back. It has multi-language packaging. It's got lots of QR codes, scannable stuff. It's got, I mean, it's a good looking box, but we don't care what's on the box. We care about what's inside the box. This hasn't been available on market yet. This is really the first chance anybody's getting a chance to see it in the wild outside of that environment. Slide this guy off. Nice hookup graphic on there. This is especially handy for those of you who don't like reading the manual. That would be me included. Actually a full color guide. This is actually really impressive. You know, here's all of the products that they offer. It's more of just a brochure to say, hey, you bought this, maybe you'll want to buy something else. We've got the dock itself. Oh, that is such a pretty looking dock. I like that color. But let's see what's in the bottom here first. We've got a cable, got a USB cable. We've got another USB cable, a need assistance card. If you need any assistance, you can certainly reach out to them and they'll help you out. And here is the product guide. It includes a quick start guide. It tells you here's what's all in the box. Here's how you hook it up. That kind of matches exactly what they have on there. And for the most part, it's probably pretty self-explanatory. So I'm not gonna really read what's in that manual, but that's everything that's in the box. So now we can look at some of these peripherals a little bit closer. It's just a USB-A to USB-C cord, HDMI cable, nothing fancy to see there. But this guy is a little bit interesting. This is a USB-C to USB-C cable. Now this is gonna be the cable that you're gonna use most likely most of the time. And it has a number 1 stamped on it right there. And then it has a number 2 stamped on it right there. That's somewhat important just because of the different ways that the cable orientates the USB-C. Do you see how this one's in vertical and this one's horizontal orientation? That's going to be handy when we plug it in here, which we'll look at closer after I look at this dock, because we need to explore kind of what this dock looks like. And first off, I read this as a dock and I thought, how on earth are you going to make like a Switch dock on here and make a Steam Deck dock on here and make any of those other handheld PCs all dock on here when sometimes the USB cable is slightly offset one way or another. So for example, my Switch will sit on here like that. It just kind of balances there, but it doesn't have, like, the USB port is on the bottom. There's nothing to drop it into. And that's going to be important because that's how this thing supports so many different devices with a cable like this. But this one, because this is the white one, this really nice blue graphic on the front, mostly white body. The plastic feels good. It's kind of a matte type plastic, you can see. It's got the little logo embossed on there with a shiny kind of bit there for the logo, which if I move it around like this, hopefully you guys can see the light reflecting off of there. Moving around to the side, not a lot to see. Moving around to the other side, we start to see some things. So there's a headphone jack here and a micro SD port. Now you guys already heard that we have direct recording on here. That's probably what the micro SD is for. On the front, you may not have noticed it. To me, it looks like a little eject button, but what it is actually a clicky button. And this is the one touch record, one touch stream, one touch share button. So it'll do all kinds of wonderful things. Don't know exactly how that works because I haven't hooked it up and tried it yet. And then roll it around to the back is where most of the business is. So you can see there's tons of connections on there. So I'm going to start from the left-hand side first. We have the handheld device connection. This cable that has weird connections, I want to use connection 2 in here so that it makes the USB cord go up, and then this guy will sit flat across the top somehow. Next to that, we have the USB-C power. So in the case of the switch comes with a high-powered charger cable, which is needed to unlock the HDMI output on your standard switch dock. So you could plug that simply into here, and that would power this whole dock up exactly the same way. Next to that, we have an HDMI out. So the beauty of that is you can hook this up to a TV or a monitor or whatever, and it will instantly make your device output from here to that HDMI device for display only. It doesn't record off of the HDMI, it records off of the USB-C connection, which I'll look at shortly. There's also 2 USB-A ports here. This actually allows you to connect up a mouse, connect up a keyboard, other peripherals that might be USB supported, and it allows you to use this essentially as your multimedia dock. So if you have that gaming system, you can plug your HDMI in there, keyboard and a mouse, and then you've got your full keyboard and mouse support for that gaming system for sessions in a setup more like this with your entire onboard recording all built in here. So there's no external PC required. You can do it all from here. We're gonna look at that closer. You also have a USB-C port with a little picture of a PC on there. That's because you can actually connect USB-C into your laptop, your desktop, whatever, and this can actually export your video and your audio directly into streaming softwares like OBS. So this functions as a capture card, just like all of those other capture cards that you've had, but it allows you to connect it to the computer, capture off of that, have your HDMI connected still directly into a monitor or a TV, so you can be playing on the TV, capture on the laptop, and really enhance your stream through this one piece of hardware. So it's really like the all-in-one solution. There's also this selector switch, and the selector switch are toggles between PC and micro SD. So you do have to pick one or the other. When you go to the micro SD port, that should, I believe it makes it so that it pulls the data off of here and turns this into more of like a USB hub, so that when you plug it into a computer, you can pull your data files off of it that were recorded to the micro SD card, versus if you're in this position where it takes everything from here and puts it out to the computer so you can record from the computer. So you can't record to both at the same time. It's record to OBS or record to SD card. So depending on the kind of setup that you want to do, this could become one piece of hardware in your entire media setup, or this could be the entire media setup. And we'll kind of explore both as we talk about the features. So the first feature I want to show you guys is, I was worried with the switch because the switch has the USB port on the bottom and other gaming devices have it on the top. So normally you're going to go like this and then plug it in on the top like that, right? And that would be acceptable. But in the case of the switch, how do you do it? Well, it turns out there's this little groove in here and this cord in that groove. So that even though this didn't have a USB-C dock on here, it fits in the groove. And watch this. So you can slide it this way to offset it, or I can slide it that way to offset it. And that makes it for all of those handheld gaming devices. Some of them have an offset USB-C port, and this will actually allow for that either way, depending on where it is. Now on my switch, it's right in the middle, so I can set that in the middle like that. And then I should be able to drop my switch dock on here. And now my switch is docked. Okay, so one thing is it doesn't stay in there. So you guys saw when I lifted it up, it pulled out. I thought it would be a little bit better friction fit, but what I do want to do is power the dock up. So I've got a power cord here. I'm gonna plug that in, which should power that up. And then if I sneakily put that back in how it was, then when I drop my switch on here, it'll turn on. So as soon as I plug it in though, what happens here? It automatically wants to output to my TV. So my switch goes dark because it's saying, okay, well, you're on a dock, you're in docked mode, output to HDMI to a monitor. So right now, my switch is just black. Now let's talk about the key features. Some of the other key features of this device are, this has universal compatibility. This dock supports a wide range of handheld consoles, making it a versatile addition to any gamer's setup. It also has seamless integration. You already saw how easily the switch connects up to this, and with this cord, you can connect to really any device. It makes it so simple to just plug it in and then drop it on the dock, and it holds it beautifully, and it actually displays it kind of nice. I like how this display looks on here. It's also compact and portable, so it's designed for convenience and allows you to take your gaming on the go without sacrificing functionality. You can see when I compare this dock and I compare it to this dock, which it's a great dock, and you've seen this in a different video. So this is the two docks here. You can kind of see them side by side. This one supports TV out exactly like this one. This one does not support video recording, live streaming, onboard recording, PC recording. It doesn't support any of those extra functions, and it's bigger. So if I was traveling somewhere, this dock could come with me easily anywhere. I could use it in a hotel, still record to the SD card without having to take my entire PC setup, and it still holds my switch. So this is actually very convenient for those of you who travel or want to go from one place to another, because it does offer at a base level just the HDMI output. You don't even have to use the recording functionality. The fact that it functions as a regular dock, huge, huge bonus. And it's not just the switch, it works for all of your portable handhelds. PC free. This is truly a standalone device. It does everything all in one. You do not need a PC, but you can record to an SD card and save it to upload to your favorite social medias to share small clips or entire gaming sessions on that built-in micro SD slot, and it saves it for future time, or you can use it with a PC as we've already discussed. Add to that the instant capture button on the front here. You just push that button, boom, you're recording. It's that easy. Push that button again, boom, you're not recording. You have to open up OBS and set your sources, hit record, wait for it to go, and then you're sitting there, is this thing on? Is it working? Whatever. No, as long as you're connected, boom, you're recording. Truly, truly hassle-free, easy setup. One-click recording. I've already said it. I've said it. One-click recording. This is so easy to set up, and it's such quick access for all those of you who just want to have it work. This is truly the one-stop solution. There's no other messing around. Just turn it on, hit the button, record. High resolution capture. So this thing supports 4K 30 capture, but this is a handheld recording device. This switch does not do 4K anything. So obviously I'm not going to try to record 4K 30. So if 4K 30 is not your thing, it does record 1080p at 120 frames per second. This switch doesn't really do 1080p, and it certainly doesn't do 120 frames per second. But for those of you who are using an actual handheld gaming device, like the Legion Go comes to mind, even that, it'll do 1080p at 120 frames per second most of the time quite well. You're not gonna do 4K even 60, so 4K 30 recording would be good, but odds are you're doing 1080 60 or 1080 120, which this supports. And it supports that Legion Go anyway, so it drops in, it'll look just like this, but you're recording with the Legion Go instead of a switch. So it truly lets you pick between high frame rate or high video quality, depending on what your preference is. It's fully customizable to set it up exactly how you want it to work for your best case. This is your all-in-one solution. It combines charging, it combines video output, just like your dock over here, charging video output, but it also adds one-touch recording to an internal SD card or recording to a PC setup if that's what you need. Very easy setup, very easy use. Ideal for multitasking, allowing you to charge, display, and connect your devices simultaneously. And the power delivery is a little bit special as well. It actually has smart PD chip technology. So it utilizes a PD certified smart chip And this feature ensures the conversion of fluctuating voltage into a stable and reliable power supply. You don't have to worry about frying your electronics. It makes sure it's got a nice, smooth power delivery suitable for high-end electronics, such as your gaming devices. It also supports up to 65 watt of fast charging. You can put your device on here and it will charge pretty quickly at 65 watts. Now, one question you might be having is the output resolution. So it outputs at HDMI 2.0. It'll do a 4K image up to 60 frames per second, or it'll do a 1080p up to 120 frames per second. That is the output using the HDMI output. That's not the recording resolution. That is the resolution that'll go to the monitor or the TV or whatever it is that you have it connected up to. So that's really important to know, because it's going to record at one resolution and it will display at a different resolution up to those resolutions. There are also some minimum computer requirements if you were connecting up to your computer, but chances are your computer is going to support that. The only thing to really note is if you're using a micro SD card, you should be using a U3, an A2, or a V30 rated micro SD card so that you don't get blips and drop out as it's trying to record to that micro SD card. So if you put in a lower spec micro SD card, there's a good chance that you won't get a smooth experience for the recording. And if you're noticing stuttering or tearing or anything in your recorded footage, probably your micro SD card is the problem. The recording format is H.264 or H.265. And as we talked about, it records at those resolutions that you set to. So most of the time, I personally record in H.264, mostly because in post editing, it takes a little bit extra to edit in H.265 currently. That's obviously going to change in the future, but right now H.264 is the format that I prefer for my devices to record in, because it just connects up with the rest of my environment, my recording camera, and all of that stuff. You guys decide, and you can decide. Now, you did hear us talk about the recording software. OBS came to mind, and many of you know OBS. If you're just getting started with streaming and you want to use a PC, and OBS isn't for you, I mean, it's got a bit of a learning curve, then AverMedia does have a software solution called Streaming Center, and it's software that you can download from the website. There's a scannable QR code that'll pull it up, and you can certainly use that. This fully is supported in the Streaming Center software, and they actually go into instructions how to set it up in that software. Now, it's up to you which software you use, but Streaming Center is an option, and it just ties in with the AverMedia ecosystem a little bit easier than something like OBS or something like that. Now, if we've got this far and you're thinking, wow, this is exactly what I've been looking for, well, you can purchase it from Amazon or from AverMedia directly. I will put links in the description to both. The suggested retail price is $199.99 US. But if you're buying it from the AverMedia website, I will put a link in the description with a discount code that can give you up to $30 off of the purchase price directly from AverMedia. If you still want to buy it from Amazon, I will put a link for that one as well. But unfortunately, coupon code will not work on the Amazon purchase, only from the AverMedia store directly. Now, this video's gone long enough, so I can't really get into the hands-on impressions. So obviously there's gonna be future videos, which is great news for those of you who just found out about our giveaway. You see, we've got the one here. I've got this one. This box is a little bit heavier, you can hear. It's because there's still an extra go inside here. We didn't even open it. The plastic's still on it. That's because we're giving it away. So if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe and comment. Let us know what you think about this thing. Make sure you tell us what you would use it for, what kind of devices. Let us know any questions that you might have, because we will, in a future video, be giving this away to one of our subscribers who is active on the channel. There's lots of reasons why we handle the giveaways in that way, but I'm excited to give it away to one of you guys, and that's why you need a second chance to make sure that you've subscribed and are commenting. So tell us any questions you have about this product, because we can include that in future videos. We can do hands-on reviews, I can give my impressions and all of that. We just barely got this, and I wanted to tell you guys about it and make sure that we're making content that you want to watch. So you guys can direct the content by putting questions and comments down below. What do you want to know? We'll tell you all about it. Since this is a pretty new product, there's not a lot of coverage, there's not a lot of information. I'm dedicated to get the information to you guys as quickly as possible. Can't wait to hear about it and figure out who wins this item in one of our upcoming videos. Hey, thanks for watching all the way to the end of this video. We hope you enjoy the content in this video, and we'd love to have you come back. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And for those subscribers who are looking for that extra special thing that you can do to support this channel, consider joining our members group. That's where we're building this community, the Gears and Tech community, where we can all enjoy content together. You'll get special perks, which we'd love for you to check out by clicking the link down below. For those of you who are just happy to watch the video, that's okay too. You can check out some of our other content right over here, where we've got some previous videos that have already been uploaded and enjoyed by many of our viewers already. We do hope to see you again. This has been Gears and Tech. Have a great day.